Hashtag a heartache and a reunion. I'm standing outside my boyfriend's apartment. I just endured a 10-hour flight from the East Coast to the West, made 2 transfers, switched from the subway to a bus, all in the hopes of surprising him on his birthday. And here I am, my heart pounding with anticipation, only to be met with the sounds of him having sex with another woman behind that door. Oh yes, oh Zach, baby fuck me. Fuck. The bed is rattling so hard I can feel the vibrations through the floor. I can hear the sounds of sweaty bodies colliding and their husky moans of pleasure. It's like a nightmare. I clamp my hand over my mouth, my eyes wide with horror, to stop myself from letting out a scream. All this time he's been begging me to come visit, and this is how he welcomes me? By cheating on me with some other woman? I feel utterly betrayed, seething with anger, and completely disgusted. Before I can even think straight, I'm pounding on his apartment door. Zach. Open this fucking door. Zach. Suddenly, everything goes quiet inside. A moment later, the door flies open, and there stands Zach. His chest is bare, his hair is a mess, and there are hickeys all over his neck. Nat? His eyes widen in panic. What are you doing here? My voice is trembling uncontrollably. What the hell are you doing? Have you been cheating on me? Who's in there? I try to shove past him and get into the apartment, but he grabs my arm. He growls. Calm down, will you? He runs his fingers through his hair, clearly frustrated. Look, Nat, I never wanted you to find out about this. But think about it. We've hardly been together in the past year. You never come to see me. What did you expect me to do? I can't believe what I'm hearing. He's the one who's cheating, and somehow, he's making it seem like it's my fault. What to do? I expected you to keep it in your pants. Is that really too much to ask? His forehead creases into a deep frown. Come on, Nat, he finally says. Don't be so childish. My heart is pounding so hard it feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. I glare at him, my teeth clenched. Never, ever call me a baby. You disgusting, cheating pig. I slap him so hard across the face that his head almost hits the doorframe. Before he can even react, I turn on my heel and start walking away, my steps quick and angry. I rush out of the building and realize it's pouring rain outside. I think about going back in, but the entrance door is already locked. Great job, Natalia. You've just locked yourself out in the rain. Fuck. I wipe the rain off my face and take out my phone. I want to call someone. The top 2 contacts on my list are Jenna and my dad, but neither of them supported my idea of coming here in the first place. The last thing I need right now is a you should have lecture. My body is shivering in the rain as I scroll through my contact list. Suddenly, my finger stops at a name. I've never thought about reaching out to this person before, but I'm so exhausted, soaked to the bone, and have nowhere to go. What other choice do I have? An hour later, my cab pulls up in front of a townhouse. This is the most exclusive area in the city. You need both money and power to be part of this community. As I open the passenger door, someone rushes over and opens an umbrella for me. God, what happened? You're soaked. Why didn't you call me and let me pick you up at the airport? I let her drag me into the house. Mom, I'm okay, I'll probably just stay for one night. What are you talking about? Her tone gets louder. Aren't you here to? I'm not here to visit you, Mom. I tell her matter-of-factly. Oh. The smile on her face fades. She tucks a strand of hair behind her ear, looking embarrassed. My mom is incredibly beautiful. She has oval blue eyes and thick brown hair that cascades past her shoulders. She knows she's good looking, which is probably why she left my dad years ago and jumped into the arms of a billionaire. I look a lot like her, like looking in a mirror. Zach once said he fell in love with me at first sight and always complimented my looks. But I don't really care about my appearance. And now I know that a pretty face isn't enough to keep a cheating man. Seeing the sad look on Mom's face, I immediately regret my decision. Are Mr. Ramirez and Eason home? If it's not a good time, I can easily get a room at a hotel. No. Mom says quickly. Sean is on a business trip and Eason is at his penthouse. You can stay in his old room tonight. Come, I'll show you. So, my stepbrother has a penthouse. Why am I not surprised? Eason's old room is on the 2nd floor, the first door on the left. When Mom opens the door for me, it's like stepping back in time. Everything is just as I remember it. There are posters on the wall, his skateboard in the corner, and a glass cabinet full of his antique collections. Eason loves to collect all sorts of strange and interesting things when he travels abroad. His collections are incredibly expensive. Once, I wanted to use a teacup from his collection to drink water, and he told me that seemingly ordinary teacup was passed down from the Victoria era and worth thousands of dollars. It shocked me to the core. But he just laughed and threw the teacup at me like it was nothing, saying I could have whatever I wanted. Even though things are a bit awkward between me and my mom, I really do miss Eason. I always keep his room clean and tidy in case he wants to stay over, Mom says, holding the door for me. But if you're not comfortable staying in his room, give me half an hour and I'll get the guest room ready for you. I interrupt her. No, it's fine. All right then. She seems like she wants to say something else but holds back. Love you, baby. Sleep well. She brings my backpack in and closes the door behind me. As soon as I'm alone, I collapse to the floor. Closing my eyes, I can still hear Zach and that woman moaning with pleasure. It makes my stomach churn with disgust. I crawl into Eason's bed and pull the covers over my head. His bedsheets smell like mint and oak, a scent that soothes me instantly. I snuggle deeper into the bed, feeling the warmth surround me. It's almost like someone is holding me close. Too bad Eason isn't here. Even though we haven't talked in 3 years, I really could use some company right now. I cry myself to sleep. When the morning sun shines through the window, my headache is like a chainsaw cutting through my scalp. Ugh, I groan. I desperately need a cold shower. Eason's bathroom is spotless. There isn't even a bottle of shampoo or conditioner. I wonder how long he's been away from home. I turn on the shower and flinch at the ice, cold water running down my skin, but it's exactly what I need to clear my head. But then I realize I left my backpack and clean clothes outside, and there isn't even a towel to cover myself. Of course, I don't feel comfortable walking around naked in my stepbrother's bedroom. But he's not here, so I should be okay. I crack the door open, make sure there's no one outside, and quickly slip out. Mom put my backpack in the closet last night. As I yank open the closet door and grab the backpack strap, a box falls to the floor. What the? I look down and gasp. It's a box of condoms. It's so ironic that his room doesn't even have a towel, but has a whole box of condoms. And the next second, the bedroom door flies open. I spin around and scream when I see a strange young man standing by the door. I grab the bedsheet and cover myself quickly. The man is clearly shocked too. His hand is still on the doorknob as he takes in the sight in front of him. Who the hell are you? I snap. Don't you know how to knock? The man is tall and incredibly good looking. His brown hair has natural curls that suit his handsome face. His eyes widen in surprise and then slowly narrow. His lips curl into a smile as he leans against the door. I can't believe he's just standing there staring. How rude. Can you stop looking? The smile on his lips turns into a sarcastic one. Can you get out of my room? His room? I stare at him blankly for a few seconds and then suddenly gasp. Oh my God, Eason? He's changed so much. He's taller, more handsome, and looks more like a man. I even notice a tattoo on the side of his neck. We spent one summer together 3 years ago when my parents got divorced. It was such a great time. I was so sad when I had to leave for Miami to live with my dad. I asked him to call or visit, but he never did. I tried calling him, but he rarely answered. We just drifted apart. This is the first time we've spoken in almost 3 years. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I want to give him a hug, but then I remember I'm still naked.
Eason.
I'm so happy to see you. But can you close the door for me? I'm kind of in the middle of. He casually nods and closes the door. But then he walks towards me. I take a few steps back. When my bare backside touches the wallpaper, I realize I'm trapped between the wall and him. He's so close that his chest is almost touching my shoulders. He lowers his gaze and looks at me. I must be going crazy because he feels so different. He doesn't seem like the Eason I knew at all. He's like a stranger with an amazing smell of mint and oak. This stranger makes my heart race. Eason, I stutter. I remember his eyes used to be emerald green, but now his pupils are completely black, so dark it's like an abyss pulling me in. I should look away, but I can't. Then he sneers and takes a step back. So, I saw you go into my closet without my permission? My mind is still on his eyes. What? No.
It was a mistake.
My backpack is in your closet, and I was trying to get my... Then why are you in my room? He cuts me off. Why did you even come back? I'm confused and hurt. I'm sorry, but Mom said you don't live here, and I'm just staying for one night. So, I thought it would be okay. But somehow, he seems even angrier. One night, he says nastily. So you just love to show up, mess up everyone's plans, and disappear again, right? Like you're the princess, and the world revolves around you. My mouth drops open. Before I can react, he turns around and storms out of the room. What the hell was that? Where is the kind and charming Eason who would always give me a big smile? Has he been doing drugs and lost his mind? I quickly get dressed. Before leaving the room, I decide to clean up the mess on the floor. I blush when I think about these condoms belonging to Eason. I rush downstairs and see Mom coming out of the kitchen.
Morning, Nat.
Do you want some breakfast? Where is Eason? I ask. I want to talk to him about what just happened. But Mom seems even more surprised. He's back. Then I hear the sound of an engine in the garage. I run to the window and, just in time, see a sports car speed around the corner. Mom comes to my side. Did you run into him? Oh my God. I hope he's not mad at you for staying in his room. He can be mad, but he doesn't have to be such a jerk. I think to myself. Okay, enough about him. Mom takes my hand. How about we go out for brunch? Then we can go shopping and get our nails and hair done. When was the last time we went shopping together? Shopping with Mom is a nightmare. The last time we went out, she bought everything in the mall without even blinking. The sales assistant at Hermes had to close the store just for us. I was half scared that Mr. Ramirez would scold her for spending so much. But when he got home, he just complimented her taste. Then I realized that the word lavish doesn't exist in the Ramirez dictionary. Their wealth is beyond my imagination. Now Mom seems really excited. I hate to disappoint her. Mom, I'm leaving today.
There's no reason for me to stay.
My boyfriend is a cheating pig, and the heir of this townhouse clearly doesn't want me here.
No.
Don't leave so soon, okay? Mom pleads. I'm shocked to see tears in her eyes. Stay for a few more days. Your semester doesn't start for at least a month. What's the rush? Let's go out for brunch, and you can tell me what brought you here. I stay silent. I resist the urge to ask her if she wants me to stay so badly, then why did she leave me and my dad in the first place? But I don't want to be mean to her. Mom. Before I can finish, my phone rings. I take it out and am surprised to see it's Zach.
Nat.
Can we meet up? At least let me explain. That shameless bastard has the nerve to come back to me. I sneer at his text. I wonder what else he can say. Maybe he deserves another slap. Okay, but not at your place. He texts me an address. Mom, I need to go somewhere. I tell her. Maybe we can have dinner together? Sure. Mom's face lights up. Do you need a car? Or I can drive you. I don't want her to use my stepfather's money to spoil me, so I take the bus. An hour later, I find myself in the most bustling and luxurious mall in Boston. I immediately realize Zach's plan. Whenever we fought, he'd take me to a fancy restaurant where the waiters wear black ties and pull out the chairs for you. I once lost my temper in a place like that and had the most awkward conversation with the manager. So I always try to control my anger in such places. Zach knows my weakness and uses it to get my forgiveness whenever he wants. If I hadn't caught him cheating, it might have taken me longer to realize he's such a condescending and manipulative jerk. I lift my head, straighten my back, and walk into the restaurant. The waiter leads me to our table. Zach is already sitting there. His expression is calm, and there's not a hint of guilt on his face. He stands up to greet me, but I ignore him. He hands me a menu. You must be hungry. Let's order first. No, I say firmly. If you have nothing to say, I'm leaving. He pauses for a second and lets out a heavy sigh. He folds his fingers together and puts them on the table, trying to look sincere. Nat, last night was a mistake, he says. It was just a one-time thing. It's never happened before, I swear.
I'm so sorry.
I really miss you, and it's hard when you're not around. You miss me so much that you had to sleep with another woman? I ask. He frowns at my words.
No.
Look, I was drunk, okay? I'd never do this if I was sober. Trying to blame it on the alcohol? I can feel the anger rising inside me. Just say what you want. I want you. He reaches out and tries to grab my hand. I don't want us to break up because of a stupid mistake. But could you please move to Boston? Your mom and stepfather live here anyway. Long distance is too hard, and everything will be fine once we're together. I laugh, maybe a bit too loudly. People turn to look at us. Don't blame the distance and the wine. You cheated because you want to be with other women. Even if I move back, you'll still cheat. Nothing will change. I know this because this is how my parents got divorced. Zach seems offended. Oh, so now you're the saint? Maybe I sleep with others because my girlfriend can't satisfy me.
Ever thought about that?
What did he just say? I jump up from my seat. The chair scrapes against the hardwood floor, making a loud noise. Now, everyone in the restaurant is staring at us. I glare at Zach, my breathing getting faster. Just as I'm about to shout at him, he stands up too. Natalia, he warns. Be civilized. Don't forget where we are. I can feel everyone's eyes on me. I can hear people whispering around the room. I'm making a huge scene. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I'm scared it might be the manager, but suddenly I'm pulled into a strong chest and surrounded by that wonderful smell of mint and oak again. I look up and see Eason standing beside me. He's wearing a casual white tee, shirt, and jeans, but he still has an air of sophistication. I can tell all the women in the restaurant are checking him out. Hey there, he smiles friendly and offers his hand. Natalia's boyfriend, right? I don't think we've met. Eason Ramirez. Nat's brother. Zach is confused but shakes hands with Eason anyway. The next second, Eason drops his hand. He casually grabs the water on the table and pours the whole glass on Zach's face. Holy F. I cover my mouth to stop myself from screaming. I can hear gasps and sharp intakes of breath from all over the restaurant. Zach is completely shocked. He freezes, with water dripping down his hair and forehead. He slowly looks up, still not believing what just happened. Eason is the only one who seems calm. He calmly puts the glass back and smiles at Zach. It suits you. Are you fucking insane? Zach shouts. He points at Eason, and then at me. Who the fuck is this guy, Natalia? What's going on? Eason grabs his wrist before he can finish. Eason's expression turns dark, almost scary. He slowly pushes Zach's hand down. Don't point at her ever again, he says word by word. I'm still in shock. Everything happened so fast. How did Eason know I was here? And why is he standing up for me? He was such a jerk this morning. What changed? Zach flinches. He's about the same size as Eason, but he's clearly afraid to fight him. Waiter! Zach yells at the waiter, who is rushing towards us. This man just attacked me. I want to call the police. My heart drops. I can't believe how shameless he is. He's going to cause trouble for everyone. Zach, I hiss. There's no need for that. Eason scoffs. It's okay. Let him tell on us. The waiter approaches us. To my surprise, he turns to Eason and me first and bows slightly. Can I help you with anything, Mr. Ramirez? Mr. Ramirez? Right. How could I forget? If Zach is a pompous rich jerk, then Eason is 10 times worse. My heart rate returns to normal. Now I want to laugh so hard. Zach's stunned face is hilarious. Eason puts his arm around me and nods at the waiter.
Yes.
You heard the man. There was shouting and an attack. You better call the police before things get out of hand. I stop laughing. Wait. Eason let him go. As much as I'd like to see Zach in trouble, I can't stand being around him any longer. I've had enough fun. You sure? Eason looks at me. He seems so normal now, like a protective big brother. I nod. Whatever Miss Moore wants, he says. It sounds strange to hear him call me Miss Moore, but I don't mind it. Zach glares at us and storms out of the restaurant. I want to thank Eason for everything, but before I can, he turns to me and gives a little snort. So, that's your Prince Charming, huh? I frown. I don't like his sarcastic tone, but I'm still grateful for what he did. I already broke up with him. Anyway, thanks for everything. But Eason ignores my gratitude. With his hands in his pockets, he looks down at me and seems even more condescending. Sure you did, he chuckles. You like the hypocrite type. As long as they write big checks to animal shelters and pretend to care about global warming, you'll let them do anything. No matter how much of a jerk they are. My mouth drops open. What's with all the mood swings? One minute he's a loving and protective big brother, and the next he's a mean monster. He must be on drugs. Are you seriously judging my love life? I snap. Oh, I'm sure Mr. Playboy has a lot to say, since he has so many condoms in his closet and sleeps with every woman he sees. Eason's green eyes blaze with anger. He shouts back, I won't sleep with you. That's for sure. My mouth falls open. What did he just say? Eason seems shocked by his own words too. His ears turn red, but he keeps glaring at me. Our fight has made everyone in the restaurant stop eating and watch us. The waiter tries to break the tension. Mr. Ramirez, do you want to use our balcony? Yeah. Go to your fancy balcony. I yell at him. I'm leaving. I rush out of the restaurant. Coming here was a huge mistake. No, coming to Boston was a huge mistake. I should have listened to Dad and Jenna. Mom is home when I get back. She's surprised to see my lunch plans ended so quickly. So soon? Did you have a good time?
No.
It was terrible, I say, sitting on the couch frustrated. Eason is an asshole. What happened? Mom moves closer and pours me a cup of hot tea. I thought you and Eason were getting along. Mom has a way of making people open up. Before I know it, I've told her everything. Oh, Nat, I'm sorry about your boyfriend, she says, gently rubbing my shoulder. Ex-boyfriend. I correct her. Yes, sorry, she smiles. And about Eason, well, I'm sure he meant well. He's just not good at showing his feelings. Despite his pride, I think he really likes you. He might have 3 years ago, but not anymore, I murmur. Now he hates me, and I have no idea why. Mom seems to disagree. Well, maybe you don't know the whole story. I still remember when you left 3 years ago, Eason had a really hard time. I look up at her confused. That's when he moved out, Mom sighs. He had a huge fight with Sean. They hardly talk to each other now. He's become, well, how can I say it, gloomy? Eason and gloomy? I really doubt it. Mom, that's a stretch. I think he's just mad because you and Mr. Ramirez got married. It has nothing to do with me.
No.
I don't think he cares that much about our marriage. Mom smiles weakly. But can you try to be friends with Eason? It's hard having two people ignoring each other in the same house. Mom. I try to remind her. I'm not staying. I'm leaving today. There's nothing for me here. It's bad enough that my boyfriend dumped me. I don't want to stay and watch my mom's happy second marriage. And it'd be too awkward to stay in Eason's bedroom now. I rush upstairs to pack my bag, ignoring Mom calling my name. I dial Dad's number. He answers on the first ring. Nat, is everything okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you I'm coming home today. Can you pick me up at the airport later? He sounds surprised. Today? But Nat, I thought you were going to stay longer. Well, if you can't come, I can take the shuttle. Don't worry. His voice gets even tenser. It's not that, I thought. I mean, why don't you stay at your mom's for a while longer? My body goes stiff. I can sense that he's nervous and embarrassed. Dad, I swallow hard. Are you telling me not to come home? I can't believe it. He didn't want me to come to Boston before. What's changed? Dad mumbles on the phone. Of course you're welcome to come back. It's just, I think you should spend more time with your mom. When was the last time you visited her? Maybe this is a good chance for you to bond. I don't believe him. How long do you want me to stay here? He goes silent. My mouth goes dry, and my heart sinks. After a long pause, I decide to make it easier for him.
Dad.
What's the real reason? Another painful silence. Then he finally speaks. Hallie wants to move in with me, he says in a low voice. I thought it might be awkward if you two were here at the same time at first. My mind goes blank. I don't know what to think or say. But I guess my feelings don't matter to them. So, this is it. I grip the phone so hard my knuckles turn white. You're kicking me out to please your girlfriend? No. Dad's voice is high-pitched, like he's trying to hide his guilt. I'm just afraid you'll be uncomfortable. And I talked to your mom. Boston has better education. Maybe you'll have a better chance of getting into a good college if you stay here. So Mom is in on this too, and it's a long-term plan.
Oh, sure.
Just looking out for me, like always. When they first got divorced, Mom also said it'd be better for me to go to Miami with Dad because she was afraid I'd be uncomfortable. The same excuse again. Am I a soccer ball to them? Can they just push me away whenever they don't want me around? Nat. Dad calls my name. It's really up to you. If you want to come back. I quietly hang up. I put away my phone and walk out of the room. Mom is standing in the hallway, twisting her fingers nervously.
Nat.
Did he tell you? She comes to me. About his girlfriend, Hallie?
Yes.
And his plan to get rid of me. I clench my fist and grind my teeth. Have you ever thought about what I want? Why do you have to decide my life for me? Mom takes a sharp breath. Her eyes are full of tears and sadness. But I don't care right now. I rush out of the townhouse. I don't know where to go. I thought I could stay with Zach when I came here, but that was a bust. I wanted to go back to Miami, but I've been kicked out. My mom and that fancy townhouse turned their backs on me, so I don't want to stay there either. I guess I'm homeless. I wander around aimlessly and end up on a bus leaving town. The bus bumps along for over 2 hours. I cry and fall asleep on the way. When I wake up, the bus has stopped. Final stop, kid. The driver shouts at me. I stumble off the bus and find myself near a city park. Through the woods, I can faintly see the sea. It's getting dark, so going into the park might not be a good idea. I flop down on a bench and start to wonder if this runaway was a good idea. It's stupid. Can I really live on my own without going back? I only have $529 in my account, which won't last a month. And I'm starting college next year. I want to scream, cry, and break things. What did I do to deserve this? My phone has been buzzing non-stop. I take it out and see a bunch of missed calls. From Mom, Dad, Jenna, even Eason, and Mr. Ramirez. I can't believe Mom told everyone. I lie back on the bench and stare into the sky. Maybe I'll go back and accept whatever plans they've made for me. But tonight, just tonight, I want to be alone. Suddenly, I hear heavy footsteps. I look up and see a group of drunk men coming around the corner. They're really drunk. I can smell the vodka as they get closer. It's an open street, but there's no one else around. Hey, one of the men spots me. What are you doing there? My heart starts pounding. I quickly stand up, keep my head down to avoid eye contact, and start walking away quickly. I hope they'll leave me alone. But today is not my lucky day. Their footsteps follow me, and they keep whistling and making dirty jokes. Hey, where are you going? Come back. They all start laughing. I start running and fumble in my pocket for my phone to call someone. The phone slips out of my hand in the chaos. I bend down to pick it up, but someone grabs my shoulder from behind. No! I scream. Get away from me. Shush. Someone grabs my hands and presses me against a tree. I start shouting for help, but he covers my mouth. This one's feisty. I like her. His friends laugh and gather around. My body is shaking. I try kicking and biting, but it doesn't work. These guys are big and strong, and even drunk, they're stronger than me. I never imagined this would happen, even in my worst nightmare. Despair is overwhelming me. I bite my tongue until I taste blood, and tears stream down my face and onto a man's hand. She's crying, someone shouts excitedly. Go easy on her. I can smell his disgusting breath, like rotten fish and stagnant water. I hold my breath and close my eyes, giving up on trying to fight. Suddenly, headlights shine through the darkness as a sports car screeches around the corner. Everyone is startled and turns to look. The car speeds towards us and stops suddenly, almost hitting a drunk man. Hey, the man shouts. Watch where you're going. The driver's door opens and a tall figure steps out into the bright headlights. My eyes squint at the light, but then I recognize him. It's amazing how one moment you can feel so hopeless and scared, and the next completely safe. I take a shaky breath, my vision blurred by tears. It's Eason. As unbelievable as it is, he found me. He walks towards us without hesitation and punches the man closest to him. The man yells in pain and staggers back. It all happens so fast. Before they can react, he's knocked down a few of them easily. I move aside. At first, I'm worried because there are more of them, but then I realize they don't stand a chance against him. Get the fuck out of my sight, he growls, pulling me into his arms. No one dares to challenge him. They turn around and run into the darkness. As soon as they're gone, the last bit of strength I had leaves me. I almost collapse, but he catches me. What the hell were you thinking? He shouts in my face. What if I hadn't gotten here in time? What if I never found you? Before you turned off your phone, did you think about the consequences? My heart is still racing from what just happened. The way he's looking at me makes me want to disappear. But his hands are holding my arms tightly. I have nowhere to hide, so I look back at him as tears roll down my face. He freezes. Slowly, the anger in his eyes fades, replaced by a more complicated look. Stop crying, he says stiffly, but he doesn't sound very convincing. Then I start sobbing louder. I bury my face in his shoulder and let my tears soak his clothes. He doesn't push me away. Instead, he holds me tighter, one arm around my waist and the other gently on the back of my head. I feel safe in his arms. So I just keep crying, letting out all my pain and sadness. Between my sobs, I hear his deep, husky voice in my ear. I was so worried. It takes me a long time to calm down. Then I realize my eyes are red and puffy. Feeling embarrassed, I gently push him away. Can you not look? I whisper. Your eyes are what you're worried about. Great, the sarcastic Eason is back. I sigh deeply. Please let me know if you're going to start judging me, so I can be prepared. He glares at me, but I'm not scared. His angry face even makes me want to laugh. Glad to amuse you, he says mockingly. Sorry, I managed to say. How did you find me? He sighs. Your mom called me. I thought you wouldn't take a taxi. And there's only one bus stop near the house. So I followed the bus route and checked every stop. I feel guilty. What I did was childish. And he's right. If he hadn't gotten here in time, something really bad could have happened. Maybe I should call Mom. I stutter. I know I should call her to make her feel better, but my head is still a mess, and I'm scared to think about how she'll react. Eason notices my hesitation. I can call her if you don't want to. Really? You'd do that? Sure, he shrugs. I've done you 2 big favors today. Why not make it 3? I laugh, knowing he's right. He walks away to make the call. A few minutes later, he comes back and I'm nervous. What did she say? I ask. You didn't tell her what happened, did you?
No.
She just asked me to keep you safe.
I'm relieved.
I can deal with Mom and whatever she has to say tomorrow.
Tonight I'll be okay.
I guess you don't want to go home right now, do you? He grins. I have a plan for us. Get in. He goes to open the door for me. I've never been in a sports car before. The space is small, and my whole body is pressed against the seat. I guess this car isn't made for comfort. I shift uncomfortably in my seat, trying to find the seatbelt. Eason gets in the driver's seat, puts his hands on the steering wheel, and looks at me with a frown. What? I mumble, feeling embarrassed. I'm a bit worried he'll make fun of me. The next second, he leans towards me, trapping me between his chest and the seat. I freeze. His presence is so strong that the already small space feels even smaller. He's so close that I can count his long, thick eyelashes.
Why?
What do you want? I stutter. A small smile plays on his lips. He leans in even more and grabs something from behind me. Nothing. He sits back and chuckles softly. Just getting your seatbelt. I feel stupid for being so flustered around him. But he's so good, looking that sometimes I forget he's my stepbrother. The drive is quiet at first. Neither of us says a word. But Eason seems to be in a good mood because he's tapping his fingers on the steering wheel. When we get on the freeway, he turns to me and asks, "Ready for some fun?" I'm on guard. His idea of fun is probably different from mine. Maybe. What do you have in mind? He grins widely and turns on the music. I immediately cover my ears. The sound is unbearable. It's not music. It's just loud, annoying, and chaotic noise. Turn it off.
Now.
I shout. You'll thank me later, he shouts back over the noise. Suddenly, he floors the gas pedal. I feel my body being pushed forward, like a truck hit me from behind, and then snapped back into the seat. The roaring engine, the howling wind, and the heavy, metal music are almost deafening. It's like being on a crazy roller coaster. I scream at the top of my lungs. What the fuck? Stop. He eases off the gas a little, but we're still going really fast. Relax. Just enjoy it. How can I enjoy this? It's more like torture. But after the initial panic passes, a strange excitement runs through me. My mind goes blank, and my body feels so light it's like I'm flying. I don't want to admit it, but he's right. This is exciting. He notices my change in expression and shouts over the wind. Having fun? Eyes on the road. I scream, and he laughs. The ride is shorter than I expected. Before I know it, we're off the freeway and in the city. My heart is still pounding from the excitement as he smiles at me. You like it? Yeah, I admit. But give me a warning next time. He laughs. Already planning our next ride? I'll see if my schedule allows it. I laugh with him, but then I realize I'm probably not the only girl he's taken for a car race. This sports car is a real chick magnet, so he must have done this a million times. My heart sinks a little at the thought. I've always known Eason is popular with girls, but it never bothered me this much before. Maybe it's because he's changed so much, and I'm still not used to it. What are you thinking about? He can be so perceptive sometimes. Nothing. I lie and look up. We're pulling into the driveway of a fancy building. Where are we? My place. Eason turns off the engine and clears his throat. I don't know. If you don't want to go home, you can stay here tonight. I have extra rooms. He's being nice to me again. I look at him directly and sincerely say, Thank you, Eason. He casually shrugs, as if it's no big deal. But I can tell he's not used to being thanked. I smile to myself and follow him into the building. His apartment is on the top floor, of course, the penthouse. When we get out of the elevator and he opens the door, I take a sharp breath. I thought his place would be big, but I never imagined this. The living room is incredibly spacious, with a glass wall that gives a view of the whole city. Soft lights come on as we enter, lighting up the light-colored decor. The brown leather sofa and the ivory hardwood floor match perfectly. This room looks like something out of a home design magazine. Wow. I don't know what else to say.
Wow.
He chuckles and gestures for me to come in. Thanks for the compliment. I walk around and gently touch an ornament on the table. This doesn't look like a student's place at all.
Yeah, well.
I didn't want to stay in the townhouse. So this is what I got. I let out a little laugh. Most students rent a studio with a shared bathroom or live on campus if they don't want to live with their parents. They don't get a place like this. And I'm glad you like it, he says, smiling as he opens the fridge and throws me a bottle of ice, cold beer. I really shouldn't drink, but after everything that happened today, I think I deserve a sip. Eason opens his can and sits next to me. Do you want to talk about why you left in such a hurry this afternoon? I go silent. I still feel hurt, but I'm not against the idea of telling him. So I tell him everything, from my plan to surprise Zach on his birthday to getting kicked out by my dad. That means you're staying? He asks. For some reason, his tone sounds strange, like he's trying to hold back his emotions. I guess, I groan. I can't believe it. I'm so used to Miami, and I can't imagine starting my senior year all over again. He doesn't seem very happy. You've only been in Miami for 3 years. You were born in Boston. Yeah, but still. I turn to him. But you know what? If I stay, I might end up at your school. That's not so bad, is it? He looks at me with a gentle look in his eyes. Slowly, he smiles. Yeah, that's not so bad, he grins. That smile is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I know he's my stepbrother, but my heart still beats a little faster when I'm around him. Without thinking, I blurt out, Can I ask you something? He raises his eyebrows. Sure. There's no going back now. I swallow hard. Why do you hate me? He looks at me for a long time, his expression hard to read. I start to feel nervous under his gaze. I want to change the subject, but he leans in and closes the gap between us. His voice is deep and gentle. He asks, Why do you think I do? I open my mouth slightly, but no words come out. I completely forget what I was going to say. A moment later, I stutter. Isn't it obvious? You kicked me out of your room. You shouted at me in the restaurant. And you. And I drove around like a crazy person trying to find you. I fought for you. I even risked getting a ticket just to make you feel better, he shrugs. Yeah, I must really hate you. I blush. That's why he confuses me so much. Thanks. He grins. As long as you feel better. I really do. Being around him is so new and exciting. It's like an adventure that blows my mind. I know it's partly because he comes from a different world than I do. But I don't mind his rich boy ways like I did with Zach. And that's what makes him so different. We talk for a while and finish our beers. Then he takes me to the guest room. The bathroom is in there. You'll find everything you need, including towels, he says. I giggle. Is there anything I should not touch? He lets out a short laugh.
No.
Just make yourself at home. We smile at each other. Just as I'm about to say goodnight, he pulls me into his arms and gives me a short, warm hug. Good night, Natalia, he says. Before I can react, he steps back and closes the door. I had a hard time falling asleep, but once I did, I slept surprisingly well. I wake up feeling refreshed. Breaking up with Zach, running away, and being chased by those guys in the park all seem like a long time ago. I stretch in bed and reach for my phone. God, it's almost 5 p.m. How long did I sleep? I'm not too surprised to see hundreds of missed texts and calls from Mom. I sigh and throw the phone aside. I can deal with Mom and her nagging later. The house is really quiet when I come out. It seems like no one is home. I walk around and see a sliding glass door on the wall. It was too dark last night, so I didn't notice it. I walk over and slide the door open. The view outside takes my breath away. There's an infinity pool. The golden afternoon sun shines on the sparkling water. A muscular body emerges from the pool, creating ripples. Hearing the door, he pulls himself out of the water and pushes his wet hair back. Water droplets run down his broad shoulders and onto his firm chest. He looks so handsome and god-like. Hey, he grins at me. You're a heavy sleeper. I step outside and crouch down by the pool. If your house had a rocket ship, I still wouldn't be surprised. He laughs. His green eyes are full of joy. I suddenly feel a strange attraction to him. God, he's so hot and irresistible, almost dangerous. No girl could resist him. He swims over to me and puts his arms on the edge of the pool. Wanna join me? I swallow hard. No, thanks. Why not? Well, for one thing, I don't have a swimsuit. He shrugs. Take off your shirt and swim in your bra. I'm shocked by his bold suggestion.
No.
Never in a million years. He whines. What's the big deal? We used to swim together all the time. You've become a prude, you know that? Yes, we swam together a lot that summer 3 years ago. Back then, I only thought of him as my brother and friend. But a lot has changed since then. Just the thought of taking my shirt off in front of him makes me blush. He holds out his hand to me.
Come on.
The water is warm. I'm still fighting the temptation when he suddenly grabs my pants and almost pulls me into the pool. What the hell? I steady myself and shout. Let go of me. He bursts out laughing and is about to say something when my phone rings. I take it out, and of course, it's my mom.
Nat.
Babe, are you okay?
I was so worried last night.
Where have you been? How did Eason find you? Where were you two last night? I interrupt her before she asks more questions. Mom, I'm fine. I'm at Eason's place. Oh, she sounds relieved. When are you coming back? At least talk to me. We can figure everything out together. I need some time. I pause. Alone. Mom goes silent. I can tell she's heartbroken, but she won't win me over with tears and pleas this time. She and my dad conspired to get rid of me. I deserve some alone time. Then someone else speaks on the phone. Natalia. It's Sean. I sit up straight automatically.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Ramirez. Eason's father always scares me. He's nice to me, but he's also really intimidating. I've never been on a first-name basis with him. Your mom has been very worried. We're all relieved to hear you're okay, he says. I stutter. Yeah, I'm fine, and I'm sorry you had to come back because of me. My business trip was ending anyway. So, are you coming back today? We can have dinner together if you want. I want to say no, but I can't say no to Sean Ramirez. While I'm hesitating, he speaks again. Or, if you want to stay with Eason for a few more days, that's okay too. I feel a tug at my heart. Stay with Eason? Alone? In his apartment? I quickly glance at Eason, who is still in the water, watching me closely. But the more important question is, would he let me stay? Natalia? That sounds great. I say before I can think. Awesome. Mr. Ramirez sounds happy. Let me know if he gives you a hard time. I know he wouldn't dare. I hang up. Eason immediately asks, "Was that my dad? What did he say?" Well, I'm a bit nervous and avoid looking at him. He asked if I want to stay here for a few days. And I kind of said yes. The next few seconds are torture for me. My heart sinks as he stays silent. God, what's he thinking? What was I thinking? Of course, he doesn't want me to stay. I'm so stupid. Just as I'm about to tell him it was a joke and save myself from embarrassment, suddenly, he pulls me directly into the pool, creating a huge splash. I choke on the water and grab onto his arms. What the fuck? I cough and yell. I told you I don't want to swim. He laughs and holds my waist tightly. Now I'm floating in the warm afternoon water with him. My hands are on his broad shoulders, and I'm gasping for air, looking down at him just inches away. His eyes are so beautiful, like clear emeralds, shining in the golden sunlight. My mouth goes dry as he raises his hand and runs his fingers through my wet hair. Hey, Nat. His voice is soft like a summer breeze. I'm glad you can stay. I can't look away from his eyes. I can tell he can't either. The way we're looking at each other, our breathing slow, it's like a perfect dream. His hand holds my cheek, and he slowly moves closer. My mind goes blank, and just then, there's a loud noise from the door. Then lots of talking and laughing fills the house. Eason immediately pulls away from me. He curses under his breath. Fuck. I forgot. I'm still in a daze.
What?
What's going on? He looks angry. There's supposed to be a party here. I forgot to tell them, wait. He starts to swim away, but someone slides the glass door open before he reaches the edge. Wow, look at the cute couple. A red-haired guy steps out and teases. Who's this? Val is going to be so mad. A pretty blonde behind him says sharply, "Shut up, James." Then she walks towards Eason, pulls him out of the water, and wraps her arms around his waist. It's obvious they're together. She gives me a hostile look. "Enjoying your afternoon swim?" she says mockingly. "You should have waited for me." Eason stays silent. He doesn't push her away either. Now I'm standing alone in the water, and they're all standing on the side, looking down at me. I feel like such an idiot. Eason doesn't even introduce me. He grabs a towel from the bench and heads into the house. The blonde follows him closely. I feel cold all over as I watch him leave. I can't believe he just left me here, without saying a word. What's wrong with him? Is he embarrassed of me? At least he could have helped me out of the water and introduced me, instead of leaving me here like a fool. The whole group loses interest in me and follows Eason inside. Only one guy at the back looks back at me. "Do you need a hand?" "No." I snap as I climb out of the pool. I'm really mad at that jerk now.